Me and my toe pegs, dude. Yeah, exactly.
I remember those.
You remember those, Jules, dude? Yeah, bro. Shout out Thrashers, Pretoria.
There we
dude.
go. I had a Diamondback.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, bro.
Black
Very
framed,
Woo, nice, dude.
Diamondback.
My first bike was the Trek TR10 for the BMX though.
Yes.
But
Because you could swing the handle 360 and nothing would get caught. Yeah.
now we talking.
Damn, I remember
toe
these days.
big, baby.
I miss those days.
Yes,
and you only
dude.
needed one break.
Bro, he's got the action. Bro,
Yeah, you could hoy one.
you know this was alright. Look at his hand action,
Oh, I was
dude.
such
No,
a
no, no,
fan.
no. That's
No,
not
it was like a thing living in Durbanville. I used
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
like, first thing in the morning, I'd pack like 2 Tupperwares, like 2 lunches.
Yes, you do.
Hop
Since
on a
then,
bicycle.
yeah,
No, literally since then,
Tupperware,
been
like,
eating out of Tupperware.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I'd
Yo.
pack 2, climb on my bicycle, and then I'd literally just go spend the day. My mom would be like, "Where you
Bro.
going?" I'd be like, "I don't know."
Bro,
And I just
dude, life on a
BMX
bike.
around town. I loved it.
Bro,
loved
my
it.
man, dude, there was nothing better.
Yeah.
You're a free man, dude.
So much fun.
Wheels meant freedom, dude. Yeah, dude, yes. Yeah. No, bro, but when you got your brake action down like that, doing a little endo, bro, and a little pop a little wheelie.
We
yeah,
do
yeah.
either the brake or
Yeah.
when sitting, you take your one foot and wrap it behind you and sit it on the wheel.
Dude.
And then you'd get home and you'd have the black scuff against the
Beauty.
side of your like DC shoes.
Bro, you were living, dude. Yeah,
those
bro.
days, those were the
DC
days.
shoes, dude. And remember
Yeah.
little birdhouse shirt, bro, with one of those little
Yes.
one of those little belts that would just flop down, dude, with a little metal tip, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Did you ever have the studded belts?
Bro,
Oh,
did
I
I?
love
What are we
those.
talking, dude?
I used to stud belt all
Bro.
the time and then like try tuck in a piece of my shirt so you could see that my
You
belt
could just
was
see
studded.
that it was a studded belt,
Gangster,
dude.
yeah.
Gangster, bro. Gangster, dude. Now we're talking, dude.
miss
Yo,
those days.
the good days, dude.
Did you
Where
ever
we now?
lace? Fuck, this is all coming to. I've never
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
spoken about saying this. Did you ever lace your shoes with 2 pairs of laces?
Of course, dude, to get it that smoothness so that you could.
and then you could make it a pattern, and you could like checkerboard your laces.
Bro, now we're talking, dude. I used to live in those little flipping flat things, bro. Always bought them like one size too big.
Yeah.
Idiot.
With the
Yeah.
giant tongue. Yeah.
Bro,
Damn it, man.
good
Actually,
shit.
they need to bring those. New Balance has brought them back.
Have they,
New
dude?
Balance have just released like the
Yo.
puffy-tongued
Yo.
skate shoe. I'm in.
Bro.
I'm in.
Bro, the
I'm
world
doing
was
it.
safe back then, dude.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Rock one of those with a pair of baggy pants. and just
Dude,
be like,
oh my gosh. I used to rock those 3/4, dude.
There
Lacquer
you go.
tap it, bro. And then little freaking Fred, a Fred Durslin biscuit hat to boot, bro. The red New York original, bro. Huh?
My
Yeah,
goal was
yeah.
always to try get my cap
Yeah,
to
dude.
sit like, because Channing Tatum did it in Step Up 1.
Yes, bro. I
And
can
he
only
had
imagine.
the cap went over his ear, and he would do
Dude.
his like
Bro.
shit, but it would sit like lekker over one ear.
Just off.
And then
It's
I
an
used to be
art
like,
form, dude.
Like, how the fuck does he get his
Yeah.
ears inside the cap? And like, I got ear for everyone. You
Yo,
know?
yeah.
And so I always used to try and like fit one of them into the side of my cap somehow.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
Now I
genius,
wear
bro.
trucker caps. Yeah.
Bro, but you rock those though, bro.
Thank
make
you.
them.
I need to stop. Apparently, you lose hair if you wear caps all the time.
What? Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Apparently, your
shit.
hair falls out if you wear hats all the time.
No, dude, I didn't know that,
Yeah.
bro. Hectic.
It's
But you
such
got
a-
hair for days, bro. You don't have to worry, bro.
For now.
Yeah.
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 It's like a habit to leave the house, grab a cap,
But dude,
And
caps
go.
are where it's at, dude. It is
Love
a
it.
lacquer thing, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Have you
love
got a
it.
good collection,
sew
bro?
it to my head. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I got like a couple from Stance, Carl Hart's, a few others, but yeah, I've been collecting caps for quite a long
Yeah,
time.
dude. That
It's
in
just
and
such
of
an easy
itself.
grab, and like I never have to do my hair.
Yeah.
I'm really lazy when it,
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
to that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me
That's
intro
awesome.
you in.
Yeah, sweet, dude.
Intro you in. Yes, sis. You're gonna.
Just
away,
as a
not-
question, there's no like censorship or anything. We're
No,
just
nothing.
millies, okay?
Yeah.
So we can speak freely.
Afterwards,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
like, Josh, I said
Nah,
police
no.
at some stage.
Okay,
Take
got
that
you,
out,
got
and I
you,
just
got
clip
you.
it out.
But we can drop some F bombs if we
Go
feel
for
like,
it.
okay, got
Yeah,
you.
as much as
Just
you want.
checking, bro.
No,
you
as
never
much as
know.
you want. When we had
Yeah. Fuckity fuck, bro.
so dude,
Yeah.
you can as much as you want. I don't
Okay.
ever want to stop people from
Okay.
talking like
Nah, bro.
themselves.
Speak like a free man, dude. I'm a real boy.
Yeah,
yeah.
real boy.
Yeah.
I made a list of the movies you've been in, as well as the people you starred alongside, and then a list of questions
Jeez, like-
next to that as well, right?
Oh no, bro.
But
It's all lies, dude.
yeah,
AI,
You're just like, I'm really good at pretending
exactly,
to pretend.
exactly.
Yeah.
Who's can you check anyway?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, who's going to tell you wrong? Let me try. Welcome back to Storytime, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the love on all the recent episodes. It's been incredible. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're here today with someone that is, I think this is genuinely true, the most successful male actor to come out of South Africa. He's absolutely killing it. He's also very humble. I made a list. We're here with Kriek, everyone. We're here with Kriek.
Do I do a wolf out?
There we go.
Are we allowed to clap for ourselves? That's weird.
Of course you should clap yourself. I wrote you that you have
gosh.
over 95 screen credits.
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, dude.
2024 Primetime Emmy shortlisted actor and contended for the 2024 Primetime Emmy Awards in contention for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Movie for your performance alongside Kevin Hart in Die Hart 2, Die Harter, which I watched the film just to see you in it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Day before yesterday to like prep for our chat. Congrats. Dude.
Thanks,
it's
bro.
been, to give everyone context, you are here filming a show. We've met previously in the past.
Yep.
You know Jess very well.
Yep.
We had the privilege of bumping into you, having a lekker chat.
Got to have a little shoot together as well. Yeah, man.
Which was so much fun. And then Rock Brekkie the other day, and I kind of got to catch up on your career and the things you're busy with and what's going on. And it's been a hell of a ride.
It's crazy. But listen, right back at you, dude. I have to throw it right back at you, dude, because it's so freaking awesome for me to be back, dude. Like to be in SA and to see how everyone is just, dude. It's awesome, bro. I feel like the old playbook has been like chucked out the window, and like individuals such as yourself and so many others right now, bro, are just taking ownership of what this journey means. Like, what does it mean to be an artist in 2024? And also, even more so, that I feel like South Africans haven't been putting themselves in a box, you know. They haven't been, you know, especially you, bro. You've been removing any limits. You know what I'm saying about like, what does it mean to be a South African artist? No, like it's you happen to be South African, but like you're such a global artist, and like it's been so cool to be home and see that, but across the board, bro, from sports to music to our industry, bro. It's just, it inspires the crap out of me, dude. Like guys are just, and we spoke about this quite a bit the last few weeks, bro, just getting to that point where I feel like guys are starting to realize it's time for us to just own our space and be proud of it, not in an arrogant way, but in a confident way, you know, and I'm loving what's happening. I can't wait to see the fruit of that wave like play out in the next few years, you know?
You've had the like really interesting phase of seeing South Africa as a smaller kind of, you know, little piece of the pie in terms of entertainment industry, to now where you are, how it's grown so much, partially obviously because of streaming and because of, you know, started with Black Sails and then One Piece and all these great shows coming here that have opened up so many doors. Looking at like, if we look at like two different times, right? the point that I want to get to is looking at your career and how you've done so much, including moving overseas and acting alongside some incredible names that we'll get into now. But what was the difference for you in looking at the climate of South Africa and going like, it used to be a thing saying, I want to be an actor, and everyone would be like, dude, that's insane. How the hell are you going to do that? To now I want to be an actor, and it's like, okay, we can start seeing the path kind of open up for people. What's that been like, that switch?
It's crazy, dude. I mean, like, bro, I think for all of us, and bro, I'd love to hear how this was for you, man. But it took me a long time, I think, and we might have touched on this before, bro, but I think it takes a lot to say those words, I am an actor. I don't know about you, but when I started, I sort of shied away from it. Like, before I actually said those words out loud, it takes quite a lot, bro, to like make a statement like that. Like, I'm an artist. And what I'm getting to with that is, I think the switch for me, to answer your question, was there came a day where I realized, dude, no one else on the outside's ever going to believe in you first. You know what I mean? There comes a day. And in my case, I will say that my first leading role in a movie did come from the outside. And almost sort of like, I was like, oh my gosh, someone else saw something in me that I didn't see myself in the time. And at that particular time, going through the process of being a lead on a feature with that consistent thing of doing so many scenes. And for me, it was more out of like guilt towards that producer and director who saw something in me. But in that process, it was like, dude, this sort of, bro, and this is to this day, bro, it's this sort of tug of war between one's own personal limiting beliefs and like juggling your career. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, I've seen how, as I've grown as Greg the being and as Greg the person, it's amazing to see how that plays out in your career. And I think for all of us struggling, dude, I remember like, bro, there was no textbook. We had sort of like examples of guys doing the thing, but the switch for me was the day I decided, you know what, I am an actor. You know, even though I had no outside evidence at that particular point, I just had this dream, dude, which I think is the case for most of us, bro. We've got this inkling. We can't see how it's going to play out, but bro, the power, for me, that's the magic. And I think that's the magic we have here in South Africa, is this the seed of dreaming that doesn't look like other parts of the world. And not to knock other parts of the world, but I think we're in such an exciting time, dude, of like, what is this like South Africanness? What is this thing? What is this? Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. But what it is, it's more a conversation of each of us, no matter where you are in the world, what is that magic seed you have inside? And, you know, I don't want to get like too philosophical, but that's what I answered for myself back then was, I don't know what it is, but I know I've got some sort of like uniqueness. I don't know exactly at that point. And I guess, you know, for all of us, you know, a life in the arts is sometimes synonymous with hard knocks. It doesn't have to be. But for me, I was like, I like the fact that I'm an underdog, or like, you know, when people meet you, they're sort of, they don't know where to place you, or, you know, you're not, I don't know how to say it, but in me, the superpower is where people don't assume much, if that makes sense. Okay. You know, you show up on the day.
People couldn't pigeonhole you into one thing.
Yeah, they didn't, in some ways, they didn't know how to place me, but that was a lesson for me in the end, that I had to go and define, I know that I have something to give. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to like go down this path and see what transpires. So that was the switch for me. The moment that in my mind, I started realizing, but wait a minute, making movies happens all over the world. And then that was a dream. Like, I love storytelling, dude, just like you, bro. Because what does it do? It fosters conversation. It fosters teamwork. It fosters being able to, learn things about history, dude. And for me, the ultimate is, you know, it's not in every project. Sometimes it's just pure entertainment, bro. But bro, like, it's a powerful thing, dude, to be able to tell stories. Like what I've learned about humanity, about history, about myself in the process, I don't know if I'd necessarily have learned that in other vocations. For sure. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, yeah.
I'm currently, this would be a great way for me to answer this question. Yeah. I'm currently in a place, and I haven't left it yet. And I kind of long for the day that it does happen. Every time I book something, it feels lucky.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh, okay, I have worth in this one thing again. Has that shifted for you? Has that gone away of like, it's career, it's my job, it's my position, it's my purpose. It's not just me getting lucky every time someone chooses to pick me. Or is that still a factor in your...
Massive factor, dude. Really? Getting better at it. Dude, it is. But you know what's interesting? I mean, I think also what you're alluding to here is imposter syndrome.
Oh.
Bro, and one's got to... No,
like, especially dude, as a foreigner, dude.
Dude, like the worst. Dude, like, picture this, bro. And I mean this. It happens every time, bro. Dude, like, anytime I'm on a set overseas or like even shooting an international film, I have like a watershed moment in my trailer where my behind doing this, dude, where it's like, no. Someone's made a mistake, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm not joking, bro. I've got to freaking consciously choose to like be there that day. I've got to get out of my own way, in other words, you know, and this shouldn't be the case. I don't know if that's healthy. It's just where I'm still working on that, you know, like, bro, to get to that point where you're like, you know what? But I think it's good, dude. Everyone that I listen to.
Do you think it's good?
I think you got to, it shouldn't be this analysis paralysis, but everyone says like a little bit of this goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not getting complacent. The day I arrive on set and I'm like, you know, I've got this, bro. Yo, be sure that you're going to see your backside that day. Yeah. But the thing is, it can also be, again, like what I said earlier, I think where I'm sort of growing or like wanting to grow to is that point where, hey, dude, this is me. At this moment in time in the spectrum, like this is the healthiest me showing up, and I choose to show up as me. You know, and at that point, I think well, bro, it's because it's such a struggle. Do you know what it is, bro? Let's call it what it is. I think it's the PTSD of rejection, man. The relationship that I've had to develop with rejection, man, is, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's difficult to think about it, bro. It's one thing, you got art on the wall and people are like, nah, not my vibe.
Yeah.
But when you're the artwork,
when
you know
like,
what I'm
"Hi,
saying?
This is me as a human
this is
being.
me as
and
a
everyone's
human.
like,
No,
Yeah.
next, literally, dude.
Okay.
It's tough, dude, for everybody being swiped on in the wrong side. I mean, we deal with that. Like, the thing is, we eat shovels of that crap every day. We set ourselves up for that. But what's been cool for me is to redefine my relationship with rejection, dude. I think where I'm at now, in terms of what you're asking, is sure, I've still got this thing where I'm in a healthy way getting to that point where I realize I'm worthy to be here, and every human being deserves that right, dude. To know, bro, you're worthy of great things, dude. You're worthy to get opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But the volume of rejection sometimes totally tarnishes you. And, like in a strike, in the pandemic, where things on the outside, bro, we touched on this the other day, dude. It's so important, bro. Everyone uses mental health like a buzzword, but bro, it is so important, dude, to separate who you are from what you do, man, and to see a thing for what it is. You know,
that's difficult.
It's tough, dude,
Oh,
and it's
that's
never going to
difficult.
end, bro. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm working on. So right now, every time I go down what my good old mate, shout out Don, he talks about, Greg, are you in the vortex? You know what I'm saying? And the vortex is like that moment where you're like, oh, wait, I'm not so sure. Oh, no, this thing. Oh, man, I just missed out on this. And
And it starts going. Yeah.
Spiral, bro. To take a moment and back up and be like, whoa, I'm not defined by these things, but here's my thing. I've gotten comfortable with the fact that I'm going to keep showing the hell up. I'm going to have my day where I'm eating that 2-liter tub of ice cream when you just missed out. I've had so many freaking almosts, but not quite. Yeah. Bro, that thing kicks my heart.
There was one we spoke about the other day at breakfast, and I was like,
dude, yeah.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's like a show that we love and have been watching, and I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I also would have banged my head through
bro.
a door had I got that feedback as well, that it was that close. But
It's like,
it's
like your mom's banana bread, bro. It's right there, but you
Right?
can't eat it yet, dude.
Exactly.
That thing's got to come out first,
Yeah,
you know?
Dad's like, no, after
Exactly.
dinner. I asked you the question at the breakfast table, and I think it's relevant to you now saying that, of like that moment of getting so close and not getting it.
Yeah.
And the way that we phrased the question at breakfast was that like, where I find myself is at like, every opportunity that comes my way, I try as hard as I can.
Yeah.
And what I call is I try to find the rhythm in the script of like, what's the key kind of silver lining in the script that I can find, that I can go, oh, that's what's happening here.
Yep.
And that's what it means. And that's where it's going to go. And that's who I think the person is. And then I give everything I have to answering this question. And I hope I've answered it correctly. And then they come back and go, you didn't answer it in the way that we wanted you to. And you go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that's the constant rejection, right? Of like, your answer wasn't the one we needed.
Yeah.
And you have to tell yourself that. And for the longest time, I refuse to accept when they go like, there's just a thing, just not your thing this time. I'd go, no, I look at it like I look at a sport, right? And I go like, 100 guys are going to run 50 meters or whatever. The guy that gets there first is clearly the guy that wins. There's a definitive 1, 2, and 3 and last.
Yeah.
In an art form, there isn't that. There
It's
isn't a
subjective,
1,
bro.
2, exactly. So it's
And
who's subjective as well? Who's the person picking? Who's the person watching? Who's,
Exactly.
so there's so many factors to it
For sure.
that can lead to moment of rejection.
100%.
But then, again, this is going to sound like I'm blowing smoke up your
No.
mouth, because where you are is phenomenal. But you go from where I am locally wanting to go overseas, wanting to, take advantage of opportunity, to where you are on the other side of the bridge. And then we say over breakfast, you're saying, oh, but I also still deal with the heartbreak of getting close to something.
No cigar, dude. Yeah.
And it's no longer like just another job that I really need to get. Now it's a job.
Yeah.
And you're like, a job. And you're like, oh, I missed that. And I'm like, oh, dude, that
I know,
heartbreak
bro.
is like, you know,
Yeah,
alongside so-and-so, or a paycheck of so-and-so, or the exposure, or whatever. Like,
Exactly, dude.
you look at that, I'm like, dude, that's high-level heartbreak, you know, like,
But it's heartbreak
but
nonetheless,
it's still
dude.
heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can look at people at different levels, if you want to level it, in different parts of life, and go like, oh, well, when I get there, it will hurt less, or when I get there, there'll be less rejection. And there's really not.
Sure.
It shifts and it changes, right?
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
And like the crazy thing for me is, bro, dude, I mean, that's why they pay you the big bucks. Listen to this man articulating it all. I'm like, ow, let's go.
This is what happens when they don't give me a script. I just have to speak my
Exactly,
feelings.
dude. Come on, bro. Dude, the thing is, I think what I'm realizing is, you know, and Bryan Cranston is a boss man, bro. I love the fact that I think it's not just artists, but for all of us, no matter what career or field or profession, dude, it's how do you take your power back, dude? How do you take your power back? Because sometimes the narrative is there's this either this boogeyman out there or these professionals out there that we can't quite define. It's so mystic and whatever, all these people judging. And like you say, in our particular industry, it's so difficult because it is so subjective. Again, it's no, and I asked myself this question a few years ago. It's like, what is my job, dude? What is my job? And also, what is the work? Because I don't freaking understand the system.
It's a good question to ask yourself.
Yeah, like what is my actual job? And when specifically when it comes, and we're talking a lot about auditioning, and auditioning sometimes is the necessary evil to playing on the playground. You know what I'm saying? And I think not all actors, but a lot of actors, it's difficult, man. I love being on set. I turn into something else. But to get for me to get to the playing field, this is what we got to do, bro. You know, and it's so difficult. But the thing is, question, how do we take our power back? And then I think it's literally like changing one's perspective that for those few minutes, no matter what we're doing, I get to give, you know, and I've gotten better at that in the sense that, listen, I read sort of the sandbox that they're playing from, but at the end of the day, bro, what makes you, and we spoke about this as well the other day, I can never do what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I think our superpower as actors and as artists is this thing, this gnarly fingerprint of mine and that unique fingerprint of yours is instead of us trying to be fitting to the mold of what they want, I think it's getting better. And these are my heroes right now. People are taking swings for better or for worse. Yeah. And I want to get better. And you know what it really is, bro? If you really get down to it, I think it's learning the art of becoming more and more fearless. I'm not there yet, bro. I'm dipping my toes into whether it's a big set or whatever we define as a big set or whatever. But I want to get better at becoming more fearless in my work, but most importantly in my life, bro. Taking the swing and giving yourself permission, dude, to say, listen, I hear where everyone wants to go. I hear that this has been the textbook for the last few years. But I'm alive on this day, in this body, in this place, and I want to take a swing. And I think the more, and we're seeing it, bro, you're doing it. You're sitting right here doing it. It's like, it's living from that place of knowing I have something to add to the conversation. I have something to give to the world. I don't have to please explain the whole time. Like, I think the more we as people, like, just show up unapologetically. That word wrecks my freaking brain, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like unapologetic. What does that mean? I've never had a life. I'm growing into that where I'm learning to be more unapologetic. This is me.
We even spoke on this culturally.
Yes.
How being South Africans and spending so much time as you do in America, you can see the cultural difference of how South Africans are extremely apologetic.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's very like, yeah, no, you know, I kind of, yeah, you know,
shame,
shame, man.
Yeah,
shame, man. When you ever gonna hear an American be like, shame?
Yeah, they're like, shame. What do you mean? Are you casting shame on me? Like,
exactly.
What are you talking about?
Carry on with your day, dude.
Yeah,
you know? So there's a level of confidence culturally that you can see different, and I think what's so great about your experience being South African, being an American, is that, especially now for us, you are that funnel of being eye-opening, right? So I say all the time to Jess, and I say to my family as well, that like, I've never really had, I have to be careful saying it, because I've had a lot of friends help me, but like, I've never really had someone in industry that it has either done or is doing the thing that I want to do. So yes, I've worked with internationals that are phenomenal people and they're good friends and I can phone them up and we can have a lekker chat. But there's no South African up until obviously up until I met you, which is the point I'm getting to, but like there was no one to phone and be like, hey dude, so what do you do when this happens? What do you do when you get to this age? What do you do when you have questions? There's no, like you say, there's no textbook that, to turn to and go like, oh, okay, it's normal to feel like this for 4 years, That's a crazy thing to try to wrap your head around, which is what you doing, and I know you're not going to agree with this, but what you doing is trailblazing in a way that is answering questions, like you said, giving to the world.
Yeah.
You're answering so many questions for so many people that don't have those answers. And everyone's doing that in some way, right?
Yes.
Like everyone's doing that in their own way, in their own life, for their own types of people that are interested. But yeah, you've answered, and not even having to answer, just by what you're doing, has answered so many questions for me and for other people in the industry that are going like, oh shit, dude did move to LA. Oh shit, you can do both. Oh, you can be in South Africa. Oh, people do like you. You can switch accent and also, so many little things that like people don't think about. Like,
And what do you think the other thing is? I mean, like self-worth, dude. Like just this idea, like giving yourself permission to dream. I'm simple in that way, bro. I'm a basic bro in that sense, bro. Is that I'm still like that young kid who has a dream, dude. And even though, and for all of us, and this for me is the power of South Africa, bro, because I won't get into the days of our lives here, but like where I come from and where I am today is a pinch me moment.
Really?
But all it is, and it's been like a messy journey in the sense that there was no like textbook, but the real driving force is holding on to that dream. And whatever your freaking dream is, it's like asking that for yourself. Have you given yourself permission to dream? Because life has this way of bliximing that out of you, dude.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People's projections from their wounds from going on the journey.
Yeah.
And I just took that part in my brain and I maybe like cut the cord in the sense that I'm not going to like have my journey subject to other people's journeys. Trust me, bro. I listen, I watch, I check everyone else's thing. But at the end of the day, with you being you and me being me, my big question is, am I giving myself permission to dream? I can't control the outcome, but I sure as hell want to get better at controlling my inner world and the factors that I can control. And bro, I would rather live like that, dude. I don't want to get in my deathbed one day and be like, you know what if I did climb on that plane? What if I did stay up that night and do that audition? What if I got over myself and was like, I'm not good enough? Bro, like, that, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the relationship with I'm not good enough, dude, has haunted me my whole life. I'm finally getting a place where I'm like getting that dude under wraps. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of us, bro, deserve my one great mate, like coined the phrase, to have your place under the sun. You know what I'm saying? We all deserve that, no matter where, what field. And in this time in the world that we've all been through of so much freaking uncertainty, dude, where, bro, pandemics, wars, you thought, I think all of us, bro, it was just this twilight zone. But my question that I started asking myself is, what would it look like to rebuild after the world basically went to shit? What does that rebuild look like? For you, like what do I have in my hands to like rebuild brick by brick, the dream, and B, the legacy that I want to leave in this world? You know what I'm saying? So like for me, you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to necessarily be connected, because it does feel elusive in our industry because you don't know who all the decision makers are.
Oh, dude, it's up in the air until something like sparks and hits you in the face and you're like, cool, I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But look at you, look at this, bro. This is tangible proof. What are you doing, dude? You know who you are, you're showing up every day and you're evolving. You know what I'm saying? It's like you continue to stir your dreams, and this is a continuous unfolding, and
for sure, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you say it's that exact same thing? And I mean, even you navigating post-pandemic and post-strike and refinding yourself, I think it's designing a life for yourself where you're growing, and that's ultimately what I've done for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just lucky that some things I've hit, not everything, but I've developed a system where I'm going to keep showing up. That's one thing I have. I'm definitely not the most talented. I'm definitely not the most like the hardest working. But one thing I do is I've now sort of transmuted all that rejection into perseverance.
Yeah.
And I've reconnected all the time. One thing I check on all the time, dude, and I can tell it's the same with you, is why?
I had that on you saying that's a really good point to bring up of why do this. And it was, last year I stopped everything, podcasting, acting, whatever. I think I've told the story before. I stopped everything. And had like a real, what the coin term, like come to Jesus moment, right?
Yeah.
Of being like, and literally praying a lot.
Yeah.
And going like, I remember praying about it and going, if I'm not going to get to do it,
Sure.
take away the want to.
Sure.
Like, take away the desire to, right? Because that's what really irks me, is that I had to have
this burning passion,
right?
dude.
And I'm like, and literally praying, going, Lord, if you're not going to let me do it, then make me not want to.
Yeah.
Like find something that takes it away, because to wake up every day and want to do something, I realized in that moment, it's never going to go away.
Sure.
And I'd rather live my life where I try and every now and then I get a moment to do it.
Exactly.
And that's my moment of joy.
Yeah.
Than live a life going like, shit, I wish I was doing it, but it hurts too much to try.
But you are literally then an example of what that epic poem's about, the man in the arena.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, ultimately, that's it. That's all you can control. You can control your attitude to rejection. You can control yourself getting up again and again and again. And it's so crazy how for all of us, not just for our industry, but for all of us, why the hell do we wait for someone else to give us an invitation or permission to be you? Like, why is that, dude? You know what I'm saying? Where we sort of like, there comes a day where it's like, listen, I'm not perfect, but the world is spinning and I've got this life to live and I'm going to get up. It's not fair, bro. It's not always fair. But you know what? Life also doesn't owe us squat.
Doesn't, eh? Doesn't.
Unfortunately, I'd like it to.
Yeah.
Be
And
lekker.
I've had a moment where, and it's really humbling, and it's a really satisfying moment where I auditioned for a part that went really, really well.
Sure.
And I really enjoyed doing it. And a friend of mine got the part.
Sure.
We won't say who it is and what it is, because I don't think we're allowed to. And
Yet. Yeah.
Oh, wait, buddy. And we watched his tape. And I went, I am so glad you got it.
That's power, dude.
He
Smashed it.
that tape. And it's like, like you said, I can't be you, you can't be me. We bring different things to the table. What he brought to the table in that audition, I went, dude,
fire, dude.
I would watch you be this role again and again. And like, it made me, it takes you out of your own head and goes like, okay, like the way you and I view confidence is completely different. The past that we have, the way we face trauma, sadness, anger, like we're completely different people. So your perspective on playing a character that is tormented, for example, is a very different type of torment to how I would do it,
For sure.
Little things like that. It feels like the craziest conversation to have of like, it's the way that he just winked, Like,
yeah.
But it really is. And it was...
Because why?
Like,
it's so specific.
Exactly.
And
he
you're painting
was
with yourself.
him in that tape.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, I'm so glad you got it.
Sure.
And also like, I love him with all my heart, and I've learned so much from him, especially this year.
Yeah.
So glad a friend got it and not some random stranger.
Exactly.
Because then I'd see the stranger on TV and be like,
nah.
fuck this guy. Like the fact that it's my homie, I'm like, dude, I'm going to watch that show so many times over because of you. Like,
that's power.
There's joy in those moments.
Yes.
There's joy in the satisfaction of going, okay, I understand why I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because he was so good.
But isn't it power, dude? Like what you're talking about right now is how I've learned to sleep a little more peacefully at night, in the sense that there comes a day as well, dude, where you have to decide. And how I like to approach it, I love the story of Excalibur, the sword, right? King Arthur. And I still think that that's going to come down the pike. This narrative sort of frames a lot in terms of like my viewpoint in life. But the whole idea of Excalibur, and for those of you who might not be acquainted with it, Excalibur is where King Arthur, they go through the whole kingdom to find a dude. There's the sword in the stone. And there's this whole idea about whoever's going to extract the sword from this particular stone is going to be king. And the whole kingdom, like, they go crazy. They basically put word out far and wide for people to come, different nights and whatever. No one can get this freaking sword out of the stone. And here comes Arthur, at the time, a scallywag, dude. Not the type you think is going to, like, freaking get the sword out of the stone. But for Arthur, he, at that point in time, is the only dude capable of extracting that sword. Insert King Arthur. And for you and me, it's exactly that thing, dude, is that, bro, look at what you just described. Loving the dream so much, but being so pumped for your friend in that moment, where it's beyond ego.
Yeah.
But you're also knowing that, bro, you're going to get your glory day under the hot sun. And I believe that's for all of us, bro. If you doing what you're doing, where you blazing forward, you're keeping your intention pure, your heart like right, and you're moving forward, your Excalibur's coming. And that way you sleep peacefully, dude, because even if the feedback at that point is where you come so close, but you don't get it, bro, you are that one step closer to the thing. And many people might be hearing this and being like, yeah, that sounds like a gambling man, you know,
Well,
like
that's
chasing
fine.
this
And
carrot.
then you live your life that way.
Then you live your life that way. But also, isn't it awesome when you live from the process? Listen, man, I know if there's one thing I do, bro, is I choose hope. It's too easy to be hopeless. It's too, you know, and we've all been there, man. Those dark nights of the soul where it's like, bro, is this what life is? Is this it? You know? But on any given day, I think like the courage to choose hope again, you know, and I think we all go on that journey with it, bro. But to choose and believe, bro, choose to believe that, bro, if I keep doing what I'm doing at some point, because that's the equation, dude. It's opportunity meeting preparation, man. And if you've been slinging your sword, bro, since you were a little choker key, bro, at some point, dude,
You hit something.
you're gonna hit something, man.
yeah.
And that's where I calm down, is that I'm not in competition with you. I'm not in competition with anyone else. All of us get dealt like our own set of cards in life. But it's literally, I want to get better at playing this particular set of cards I have.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the game in life, because we're so fixated, bro, in terms of trying to manipulate the outcome or getting this silver bullet. How? What's in? What's your angle, dude? What's your angle? Everyone wants to know, what's your angle, dude?
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I don't have an angle. I want to wake up every day being me, growing in the things that I deem valuable, and that changes as we grow up. But I have certain things that I'm working towards, and when opportunity comes from the left or from the right, I'm going to be there. And many times I stuff it up, but life's got a funny way of coming around again and again and again.
Well, you've
dude.
been there 95 times, which is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, opportunity came from left, right, and you grabbed it. I want to go into, if you don't mind.
No, bro, don't
I want to
mind,
go
dude.
into the different roles that you played and the people you starred alongside, just purely just out of like my own personal fucking fascination of like, what have you learnt from these sets? What were your takeaways from your experiences? So let's start
stuff,
with Die Hart.
Yeah, man.
Alongside Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kevin like I know him first name
Kevy.
only as a Kev. There we go.
Yeah.
Alongside Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Dude, the scene in the office where you go, shit your pants.
Yeah.
You're gonna shit your, he's like, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Yeah.
I watched it like 4 times the other
Oh my
day.
gosh,
Dude.
Oh man.
And you got the blonde ponytail.
Dude, we got
and you're like,
hey, it's the ponytail,
on the
dude.
cigar. I was just like, this is so good.
Crazy
Like,
story. I do practice smoking a cigar, dude, because I'm not
Really?
a smoker,
For that?
dude. So in my hotel room there, I was like the day before, I was like, just to like make it seem
Make
a
it,
little
dude.
better. I don't
Nailed
know if I did nail it,
No,
but I
nailed
became
it.
like obsessed with the cigar, dude.
You had this. One of my favorite pieces of advice I ever got given on acting was that it's all in the eyes. That the eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie, Chico.
Yeah.
And
Betty Davis,
there
what
we go.
up?
Dude? That scene. Your eyes.
My eyes were there, dude.
You are so in the
it.
zone that I was like, this guy's not even thinking.
He's not
like,
even thinking.
what do I look like? What's
I
the next
wasn't
line?
thinking.
What
Yeah.
I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to like, dude, you were so in it that like, it makes
Yep.
so much sense to me that why you were in the running for that award. But
Shot, bro.
what was your takeaway from that experience?
Dude, it's just surreal, dude. I'm like, I watch movies. I'm a fan of movies, so to like be opposite the oak that you've been watching for so long. Dude, can you imagine? Dude, Kevin is the ball of energy you expect him to be. The guy's a boss, dude. I mean, bro, I wish I could just like roll into some and be like, what are we doing today? Sweet, boom, and boom. You know, he's like the dude, he's there.
Yeah.
So for me, I realized especially in that particular scene in the show, bro, you have to create an opposing force. You know what I mean? Because you better believe your ass Kevin Hart's bringing in that day, and so many performers. I mean, you know it's exactly the same, bro. Everyone that you've worked with, there's a thing where you got to show up, and that day I was like, I don't know, bro. We were talking about BMXing before we started recording here, and for me it was like taking a BMX ramp. I remember as a kid, anytime I was about to hit a ramp, dude, and I hesitated before, bro, something's going to be broken.
Oh, yeah.
You are breaking something that day, yo. Mom's on a hot standby. Shout out medical aid, bro. Yeah. But the day you go into that freaking ramp, you make that decision before you hit the ramp that you are there. You know what I mean? Like it's not when you hit the ramp, it's before. You know what I mean? That confidence when you're on a bike and you're about to freaking get some air, dude. I make that decision before I hit that ramp, not during. And it was the same here. AKA, forget everything I said. One word for you: commitment. There's just these choices in life where
you were so
I had
committed.
to commit. I had to commit. Otherwise, I was going to be crap, dude. And I am one of those actors when I'm like hesitating. I'm like, bro, I suck. But I have like little moments where I feel more confident when I'm just like, I'm going to take a swing. If I fall on my face, so be it. But at least I'm committing in this dismal kamikaze move I'm about to do. Sometimes it hits. Sometimes it does not hit.
Was there improv thrown in?
He just started improving. So that whole little part, that's playing tennis.
Knees weak.
Yeah. No, a lot of improv. Even me getting up and at the window swaying like that.
Was that improv?
All improv, dude. All improv. And then also the shit your pants part. We were just playing tennis. There was one shit your pants in the script, and then for the rest of it, we were just like pow, 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 pow. You know, until
that's
that
like
became ridiculous. Yeah,
scene.
same. Exactly. No, well,
I'm gonna shit my pants right now. That's such a good scene.
But the beauty is in real life. It's those moments. It's that spontaneity. Bro, again, sport. The ultimate analogy. You train your ass off during the week, but no one knows what's happening on game day.
There you go.
And it's the same for us, bro. So we can prep. We can do a little thing. You can give yourself a little pep talk in the stadium the night before, bro. But boom, come game day, bro.
Yeah.
And I want to have more game day showing up in the small and in the big. And dude, it's a beautiful thing. I love what we do because these are the moments, like with the Kevin Harts, bro. And it's the same with so many others, dude. The thing about Kevin Hart, unapologetic. He is who he is, and he's here to give, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's such a cool crossover to happen in a movie. A South African actor to be acting alongside Kevin Hart.
It was fun.
I imagine he's not going to step in there and have any form of empathy of like, oh, shame, he's feeling insecure today. Dude's coming. Dude's coming to play.
Dude's here, dude.
And you were able to meet that. Which it's such a cool.
It was fun.
Did you?
Child in me,
You
dude.
absolutely smashed it.
But I've got terrible smoking skills. So I literally had to practice the cigar, like just in the hotel room the day before. It was so stupid.
Great thing to have to do. Yeah.
Sorry, exactly. But now I'm like, you know what I mean?
There you go. Now you're killing it.
I felt like such a chop, dude. Like literally YouTubing cigar action. All right, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's how you hold a cigar.
Exactly. Dude.
No, you smashed it. Looking at Rebel Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, incredible actor. Charlie Hunnam's one of my favorites to this day.
Bro,
Sons
you guys
of
remind
Anarchy.
me so much of each other. You guys could be
so much
flipping
for saying that. You
broskies.
just
No,
made my
for real.
You just made my
No, dude.
Thank you.
Let me know
man.
in the comments what you think, but come on.
He seems like such a G.
Yeah,
Sons of Anarchy was like my
Dude, imagine, the oak rolled away on his bike after set some afternoons, bro. As I'm there, I was like holding back because I don't have the street cred he does, but I remember rapping one day and like riding behind Charlie, bro, like just on those states in California, bro. I was just like, bro, the dude's a living legend, dude. No cameras are rolling, but this oak rolls like that. I'm like, yo.
What
crazy.
was it like working alongside him, but also working with Zack Schneider?
Yeah.
As a, like, yes, there's the cool feeling of working with an actor. And you're like, oh, you're a big name actor. Then you get like working with a director that's a big name director. And it's like, oh, now this person's telling you what to do every day. Keep up kind of thing. What was that experience?
Buddy, I got to tell you, man. Bro, but again, dude, you know, my first memory of Rebel Moon is just get to set, bro. And Zack Snyder, talk about BMX. Oak rolls on his BMX.
No!
Comes to set, he's just like, hey, welcome. But he immediately, like, it's like I've been part of the family for like a long time. He immediately is like, hey, Kriek, I want to show you something. And he was showing me like the test that they did with Anthony Hopkins to like match Jimmy, like the robot.
Yes.
And he was like all excited like a kid. And like from that moment, dude, because we actually shot over a long period of time. It was like spread out. We shot for a couple of months, believe it or not, dude. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Because so much was shot. And we had the director's cut as well as, you know, the normal version that came out initially. Anyways, bro, for me, oh, thanks, champ. Gotcha. Oh, there we go.
Gotcha.
But dude, going to set every day, I was like, it feels like going to a theme park, bro, because they built all those sets from scratch, bro. In our particular cases, they literally planted the wheat. The wheat didn't exist. They built that village from spec, bro. From spec.
They planted wheat.
Planted wheat, built a village, literally, bro. And literally, even the moon they constructed a giant light box to create the moon effect for all of that stuff.
See, that is
so
bro.
Sick. That must be nice, right? When you got the budget to do that kind of stuff, right, dude? So for me, dude, I was utterly just a kid in a candy store, grateful to be there and to get to watch people like Ed Screen and, bro, see Jaimon. And, you know, obviously there were different things being shot like every day, like, you know, like simultaneously. But, bro, the thing about Zach, dude, is the guy loves making movies. He's like a kid who loves to, again, the theme of give yourself permission to live your dream, dude. And like, just such a great energy, bro. Dude, people can say what they want about Zach, bro. The guy is a family man. He cares about his people. And the thing that stood out for me on Rebel Moon was, I said at the time, it was the most expensive movie being shot in the world that year. Because we were shot back at that year in 2022. Remember, strikes, pandemic, all that kind of stuff. This was pre-strike though. But like in the pandemic, at the time, this was like the biggest franchise being shot. But the thing that stood out to me was as expensive as the set was with all the bells and whistles, as small it felt in terms of family because of the attitudes. There was no drama. People were there to make, and obviously every movie, everyone sets out to make the best product. You don't have control, but everyone felt like family, and I mean that, dude. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, yo, bro, I've been on like Bring and Bry sets where there's so much drama, one would swear, you know. And then I was standing there, and I'm like, wow, look at Charlie. Look at Jaimon. Look at Sophia Boutella. Look at Ed. Look at all these crazy legends and the way they conduct themselves in their process. And it's so collaborative, dude. And like Zach, I even learned like Ed. I love the way that he goes about his work because he is meticulous. But I love the way it's a conversation. He's like, Zach, is there a world where, you know, even in his language, is there a world where I can do this, and that? And I was like, that's beautiful.
Stealing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But again, his heart is collab.
Yeah.
We co-creating here.
So
you know
much
what
fun,
I mean?
Dude.
And
it gives me so much hope to hear that. Like
it was
that
amazing.
guys at that level are still going like, dude, I just want to play. I just want to have fun with
Dude,
it.
exactly. Meanwhile, I'm there like eating the ice cream like, may I? Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly, cool.
And seeing you play that character as well, because you play like the dickhead guy that's like gunning down, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's
I'm not getting any
so
Godfather
not great.
invites.
I was like, it's such a opposition to who you are as a person that like that character was so far removed from you. Of being an like asshole kind of like so lekker to watch.
You got to take a swing, dude. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, you nailed it. Looking into, I have to ask this one because every guy on the planet is going to want to know the answer to this.
I know who you're going to ask.
Yeah.
I know he's about to ask.
Shooting Rogue with Megan Fox. Everyone's going to want to know. So, why this is so relevant for me right now. We started watching through all the Transformers again. I'll be honest with you, I kind of stopped once Shire's out.
Yeah.
Huge fan
He's a
of
boss,
Shire's work.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. such a good actor. And I was a fan of the Even Stevens show as a kid. I used to watch, my brother and I used to watch the Even Stevens show.
Dude, okay.
So I've been watching him since he was like
Throwback, bro.
a lighty.
Yeah.
And then did Transformers, and I've literally written his character down as like
crazy.
the most
also
insane
him in
character
Fury,
to build
dude.
up.
Oh, dude, shy. The list goes on.
Phenomenal. That scene where he's like, and I said, "Here I am, send me." I was like, "Ugh, send me
Chef's
every
kiss,
time."
dude. Chef's kiss, bro.
What a beautiful scene. And
what are we talking, dude? Even
we're
Brad
watching-
Pitt's like, damn. Yeah,
even he
dude.
was like, "Shit, don't kill this homie."
Exactly.
And I started watching the behind the scenes of making the movie because I've never been on a movie, obviously, that big before with screens and in studios and this whole thing. And I love watching behind the scenes of how they make these movies.
Yeah, same, dude. Yeah.
Dude, Megan Fox's audition tape came up.
Sure, for Transformers.
Wow. And she had to do the scene, it leads to the scene where he's like, well, I just put that and it reflects off the light bulb. You know that scene that he does?
Yes.
She had to do that one. She had to do opening the hood.
Wow.
Obviously the scene
Yeah.
that everyone, the very, very, very famous scene of opening up the hood. That one and I think one other. And dude, her audition tapes
No, fire. Dude.
were really good. And I
Fire,
was like, oh.
It's like, how could you not? Like,
We
hire
didn't give
her?
young... I mean, obviously
Yeah.
she's still brilliant, but
Yeah.
we didn't give
Give her
the up
cred.
and coming young Megan Fox the credit she
Yeah.
deserved. And I think it's because the media and everything just went
No. They went
bulldozed in the
nuts.
direction of, oh, she's so beautiful, and that became the focus.
Yeah.
Her tapes were so good.
Yeah.
Like she filmed the tapes. We always get told, sit on camera, this kind of thing, look just off, don't move too much, kind of like. Dude,
Yes, bro. I break all those rules with the moving, dude.
Right?
Yo.
The moving rules.
The moving irritates me.
She shot the scene opening at a car with the hood open, filming over the top of a hood, doing the whole scene kind of like, it was such good tapes.
Yeah.
So to my question,
Dude, again, what Megan will teach you is what does it mean to be a star. It's what you carry, it's who you are, and getting you spend that the amount of time, which is a lot of time on Rogue. I really got to know the person, dude. And what was amazing for me, bro, obviously, very beautiful, but also on the inside, dude. Like, bro, her love for her family, her kids, like, dude, like, I just learned so much from her as a human being. Like, her knowledge about culture and the world and her travels.
oh, she's big on that apparently.
Bro,
Yeah.
but also just to watch her, dude. Again, maybe this is, now I'm sounding like a broken record, bro, but she can do like one take and it literally within that take, everything's there. And she's got like one thing I can't do, bro, like certain lines, bro, that might come off as cheesy. She makes it her own and she brings it. You know what I'm saying? The things, it's those lines, dude, where it's like, yo, I don't know if I can say that with conviction. She will show up, do it. She doesn't doubt herself. And also what is cool about watching Megan work was, bro, she's playing, dude. You know what I'm saying? She's not scared to make a mistake. Again, fearlessness, dude. Something that I want to keep growing in for all of us, bro. She's fearless, dude. She gives it her own take, but inherently she knows who she is. She knows what she can bring. She literally, and we spoke about this the other day, she's one of those people who has a talent for her talent. She knows how to play herself like an instrument.
Great way of putting it.
You know what I'm saying? She knows exactly who she is and like what the audience loves about her and what the camera sees, and she's able to play that note and those notes and those set of notes to the best of her ability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is quite a thing. I'm still figuring that out, bro.
It's very difficult to do that because you have to almost drop into me. Which a lot of the time, to be honest, when acting, that's what I'm trying to run from.
Yeah.
I mean, Shannon Ezra just won her SAFTA for Best Actress.
And man, that whole squad, all of you guys from that show, man.
She deserved that, like, I'm a huge fan of Shan, and Shan carried me through both seasons of Lioness. Without a doubt, if it wasn't for Shan and Ilse, obviously, and Ilse's
But you guys rocked it, dude. That was like stacked.
To see Shan win that SAFTA was the most satisfying feeling ever, because I'm like,
Checks out, dude.
like it just adds up.
Yeah. It's a force of nature that they have.
1,000%.
You know what I mean?
Like, it was her succeeding and her getting that award was inevitable.
Yeah.
Was inevitable.
Wow, man.
She like we watched her do like a one-man play the other day, My Left Breast.
Oh, awesome.
It's an hour-long scene
Wow.
of her playing 4 or 5 different characters, different accents.
You can't fake that, bro.
So good.
Yeah.
And I watched someone like Shan in an inspiring way of going like, damn, you need to get that good. Because it's next level shit, right?
Yeah. Back to the lab. Shout out Eminem, dude.
And there you go. Yeah. And it's that common theme of people really just being okay with playing.
But isn't that the biggest gift of a lesson there in acting isn't it special that we get to trust the process, man? You know what I'm saying?
That's
I think
the word she uses,
that is literally it, dude, to get to the point where, you know what? I'm going to try my best, but I don't have to force this thing. I got to trust that I am enough. And like rocking up like to set every day, knowing that, hey man, I'm here for a reason. I have enough. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. My job right here is to be present. My job is to play off of you, and like the rest will take care of itself. But like you were saying a few minutes ago, bro, that process is more scary because there's no control. Versus me storming in there like a gorilla every day. I spent the whole week practicing saying my line like this.
Yeah.
And then you're not playing tennis, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can practice my backhand and, you know, going wild and stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, the sweet thing is going to be like an audience watching, bro, these guys are listening to each other. They're playing tennis. Oh, bro, what's happening there? And in that moment, you going with what you were feeling. And also what you were doing is you were detaching from the outcome.
Yes.
Even though you might have judged it afterwards, which I did exactly the same.
Yeah.
But the audience doesn't see it like that.
I watched, do you watch yourself?
Not always. No. I struggle.
I was fine to a certain point, and then I can't.
Because then I get too in my head.
Exactly.
I want to protect the feeling I get.
Yeah.
I love it when I feel like there's jazz happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, ooh, what is this?
Your analogy of game day, I'm writing that down as soon as I get home. Of like, you can practice as much as you want. Game day is game day.
Game day is game day, bro.
You don't know what's going to come on the day.
But that's the point, bro. Like even Brad Pitt talks about his process. He's like, it's twofold. Like up to day one, I'm a sponge. But by the time I'm there, I trust that it's there and I let go and I surrender. And that's tough, dude.
It's terrifying.
It's tough.
Terrifying.
That's the work, bro. It's like, can you trust yourself? But guys, we do this in life, don't we? Don't we do this in life? Like every day, like you don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what the next question is. But we do this in life. Why don't we do that as artists, you know? And the point of the sob story I'm saying is we stronger than we think. We have more like wealth inside of us than we could ever imagine. And to just trust that, man. That's when life gets exciting, dude, is that, you know what, I don't have it figured out, but I'll know what to do when I'm there. And even if I'm stuck, in my stuckness, I will figure something out.
You'll find a way. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
trust.
some days I need to stay put, other days I do need to struggle. And that's why I give myself grace, bro. Those moments when the big thing you've been waiting for doesn't come through.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning to be gentle with this guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give him his night, dude. Let him get angry. Let him get frustrated for that one night, dude. But tomorrow, back to the lab again. New day, bro. You know what I'm saying? We keep moving, dude. Yeah. Keep living. Keep enjoying. I love that word, enjoy.
I love looking at it like that. I love looking at it like that.
For sure.
It's so cool to hear you say it because you've been inspired by so many people that everyone looks at and goes like, I wonder. You know?
Yeah.
And then you take, I mean, you've got an incredible outlook on life, but you take the outlook that you have and all the inspirations that you've had added throughout your experiences. Like this is valuable conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
to hear you speak so positively at the level that you're at is like, oh shit, you can stay positive and you know it doesn't have to become resentful and angry and determined to win. You know, like it doesn't have to become that. Which, like we said at previous I said, anger is such an easy resolution. It's such an easy go-to, and I have to catch myself all the time.
We all do, bro. We all have all of that all the time at like different levels, and you know, I think fear is just that you know, anger is literally sometimes just fear and the gap with expectation, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we've got to use it all, bro. You got to feel it all and manage it. But we all do. You know what I'm saying? And like what I'm realizing more and more, you know, you talk of some of these people that we both worked with. I think you realize everyone's still figuring it out. And that also gives me rest, no matter what level, man. No matter how old, how many years in the industry, how talented, great set of cards, bad set of cards. I love the fact, especially in our game, you get to hear about people's journeys. And that's all you got to worry about is listen. Don't be like, listen to everyone's journey. Let it inspire your journey. But at the end of the day, I just want to get better at playing this particular hand, man. And also enjoying the process while we're at it, bro. It should be play. And I think it's that double whammy for me. It's like, on one level, I wanna protect the kid inside, whilst being married to the oak who's disciplined and showing up. But I love the fact that I've sort of been, I've sort of become immune to trying to be perfect or excellent or whatever. No one wants to see that. When I watch someone on screen, I care about the dude who's like, bro, like this oak is freaking trying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to resonate with that. And like, before I thought I had to give these polished performances, and my quote unquote polished performances suck. They're hollow. They're 2D. Now I'm leaning into the fact with, wait a minute, we're all flawed, bro. What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah.
And that's what I resonate with. So that's the magic, dude. And again, linking back to what we said earlier, bro, is like, and that's why you give others permission to shine and excel, bro, because you see that magic in them. And that's ultimately all we have, dude. Imagine a world, bro, where, competition's good to a certain degree, but ultimately it's like someone succeeding is evidence to me that, wow, like it's possible.
Yeah.
And that gives
sure.
me more chutzpah. And if anything, like watching someone else, watching you, watching her, it gives me the ability to be like, hey, man, they're basically saying you can too. You know what I'm saying? You know that thing that comes alive when you sing a cheetah run at full speed, or that freaking eagle, or an Olympian running, or that musician, you don't even know what freaking music that is, but you know that they're killing it. It's that thing inside of all of us, bro. It's like, those are the seeds of greatness, not perfection, but the pursuit thereof.
Yeah.
And I think life is that balancing act, right? It's these moments where we've got to sit on the couch and like reflect on the journey up until now. But the real thing is here, dude, in the nuts and bolts, and getting back to enjoying it, bro. And I think for all of us, man, the thing that I'm learning more and more in life is, listen, man, like in the healthiest way, not in a douchebag way, like, love yourself, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, love yourself enough to give yourself permission to dream. And that's easy to say. A dream sounds like elusive, but we've all got to do what we've got to do, to get to that next step. But give yourself permission to do what you want to do, man. And that's what I'm getting better at, man. Is like, everyone tells us, no, you can't. No, it's impossible. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Yo, the amount of time that look, bro, like, yo, like, who are you?
Yeah.
Hey, turn that around, bro.
It sucks,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, it sucks. Dude, it's the man and woman in the arena. None of us can control the injustice of the outcome, dude. But you and I sure as hell can choose to not just dip our toes in the pool, but to jump in, bro.
There we go.
That's it,
All
dude.
credit,
That's all we got to do. And I mean, that sort of takes all the craziness out of it.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you and I, we might, you know what I'm saying? We might not be list for it. I mean, like, even like with your training, dude, you don't just train when you list. Imagine that, bro.
Yes,
You like,
I'm list like 2 out of the 7 days.
exactly.
Yeah.
But what are you doing? You freaking showing up, dude.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, food prep. Is it romantic? Hell no, dude.
Chicken and rice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the process though, which is
Do you,
the irony
Well,
of
there we
it.
go,
I
dude.
love it, yeah.
That's
I love
it, dude.
yeah.
That's his rule. Yeah.
You gotta get.
Yeah.
You have to kick out soon. You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
shit
no,
tons of
yeah,
time.
you bro. Sorry,
I'm gonna list movies off. I'm gonna list movies off and then
yeah,
we're
I'm
done.
talking about process and like a thing.
Yeah, I want to
dude.
give you credit, even though I know you don't want me to. But like, you start alongside Sofia Vergara and Griselda. I hope I said that correctly. Let's go to like, what's like one line or one word that you would throw to this so we don't take too much of your time. For Griselda, what was your?
I was just a journalist there. Yeah, that was just.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was just in the final sequence over there. You know, whilst he's on trial, I was just hoing there. So that was fun. I can't remember.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, dude. So I was just
insane.
journalisting it up there. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
that's a great gig to get. Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon. Oh man, this was cool. There was an improv line that was super fun where I was like, "This one's for you, Dad." I enjoyed that, dude. Like that was cool because there was this whole scripted thing. You'll have to watch the movie to get the gag, but I love the fact that I threw in "This one's for you, Dad." Yeah, that was fun,
Dude,
bro. Yeah,
throwing improv lines in big movies is gangster
That's
moves,
gangster.
dude.
Rebel Moon was the same, dude.
Really? Throwing an improv line?
Well, I had to throw in some South African language, man, to make it feel a little more authentic. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
open gates.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
someone's like, hey, throw in South African
Sure.
slurs, I'd be
Dude,
like,
you were like, let's
pay attention.
Well, where do
You're
I
about
begin?
to see something
Scroll.
real special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incognito.
Incognito, yeah. So this was a wacky true life story. So I played an oak called Francis Laurent. Now I can't remember the particular dialogue.
Because the scenes of that in your tape,
Yeah,
my
yeah, they
word,
were beautiful.
what a
It's
role.
well shot, eh? Yeah, and it's
Yes,
period,
like,
bro. So it was
yeah.
dope, dude. So, yeah, that shoot was so beautiful and nuts. You know, like inhabiting like a different time. I can't remember the dialogue, bro. Dude, I'm terrible in that sense. Like because I play from the moment so much. It's very hard for me to remember.
No, but you also stop remembering past your 30th screen credit, you know? So like,
oh, dude,
I understand that. Yeah.
Schooling did me bad, dude.
Yeah,
I studied for the exam, but after the exam, I was living my best life.
I'm
Yo.
exactly the
Yeah,
same. Short-term
yeah,
memories on
exactly,
point, long-term memory for nothing.
Shout out
yeah.
goldfishes over here, dude.
Yeah,
Yo,
there we
yeah.
go, dude. Yeah, but dude, that's just some alongside
Thanks, my man.
so many that you've done.
It's been a nice lucky packet, dude. It's been a variety, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you know, life literally has been like a box of chocolates, you know. Yeah, like it really has felt like that. But at the end of the day, that's why we do what we love. You know what I'm saying? We want to explore different parts of ourselves. You know,
exactly.
often people talk about this idea of the character, but for me, it's finding different parts of yourself, like we all do in real life, within these things. You know what I'm saying?
You've definitely done that because in your roles, I mean, so much credit to this. You've played accents and personas, and like in one movie you blonde, in next movie you're shaved head, in next movie like Samson, you've got the long, like it's just this like mixture of you being so many different people, and it's one massively inspiring as a South African to see you killing it, and also just to give you credit, you very open and honest. You've answered so many questions for me, and thank you for giving me that time. And thank you for staying hopeful and positive and determined and like, trust me, it's rare. There's to hold on to that and keep that childlike, like you said, that balance, marrying the two, the child in you, but that grind of a man as well is a beautiful mixture to see. So
thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
And dude, right back at you, man. Because I mean, like literally what you're doing. I many people talk a big game, but this right here, bro, even in conversation, dude, you don't understand. Like someone could be listening to this right now, you know, you sharing your story, me getting to share my story, and ultimately that person, wherever they are listening or watching this, you know, gets to think about their story, and that's the ripple effect, dude. That literally is, dude. So right back at you, man. This fire that you have, bro. You're gonna keep blazing, bro. But like, what's awesome is also the trail that you leave behind, man. May that legacy just freaking explode more and more, and it is, dude. And you know, from me to you as well, bro. Like, congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
And bro, this is the word, bro. Is freaking empire that's still unfolding, dude. It's already started, man. And like for you, no limits, bro. Never limit yourself, dude. And I love that about you, dude. You honest, bro. And protect that honesty in who you are, because it's amazing, bro. Like who you are on camera and who you are off camera, it's the same gem of a dude, bro. So freaking respect, brother.
Yeah, dude. You'll see us America side.
Yes, dude. Let's go for those $35 smoothies. Hey,
$18 coffee.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. When you walk around with your smoothie like the day you got your engagement ring, you know what I mean? Like, look what I afforded today. Exactly.
I'm so keen for it. You'll definitely see us that side. So
sure,
thank you for coming in. Is there anything that you want to, any accounts or anywhere to follow you or find you? Obviously, just check on IMDb. IMDb is fucking phenomenal. Again, your self-tape's fire.
Thanks, brother.
Instagram as well. It's
Listen, I know I need to do better. I'll do better, Josh. When it comes to social media, I'm like on and off. But you'll find me on the IG, on the gram, on IMDb. And man, I just love connecting with people, you know, and you know, what I've really appreciated is I love the journey of what we do, man. So like I get a lot of like messages specifically from up and coming actors, you know, from different markets and stuff. So I'm always down, man. If I can help in a small way, dude, you know, it's like,
thank you for
that,
that,
man. And right back at all of you, man. Keep that freaking dream alive. Don't listen to the haters. You do you, man.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Thank you, great.
What's up, brother? Thank you, man.
Thank you, dude. That
Cheers,
was great.
dude. That was power, dude.